Have you ever wondered how you can bring your parents to Australia? Well, the Contributory Parent Visa might be the answer. This visa is a gateway for parents to join their children residing in Australia, and it is an essential part of the country's migration policy. Welcome to the Migration HQ YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe to our channel for the latest content on migration and international education-related information on Australian migration. Now you might ask, why is it called a Contributory Parent Visa? It's quite simple. The term contributory comes from the fact that the visa applicant, that is your parent, contributes a higher amount towards their health and welfare costs in Australia. This contribution, in turn, reduces the potential cost to the Australian community. Being a country that values family ties and unity, Australia offers this visa as a pathway for families to reunite and stay together. It's a testament to the country's commitment to keeping families connected, regardless of the miles that may separate them. The Contributory Parent Visa is not just a document granting your parents permission to stay in the country. It's a bridge, a connection, a link that brings together families from across the globe, allowing them to create a home away from home in the beautiful land down under. But as with all good things, the Contributory Parent Visa comes with its own set of guidelines and requirements. It's not just about filling out forms and paying fees. It's about understanding the process, the obligations, and the commitments that come with it. The process of obtaining a Contributory Parent Visa is a journey, one that is filled with anticipation and hope. It's a journey that begins with understanding what this visa is all about and what it can offer. So if you're thinking about bringing your parents to Australia, or if you're just curious about the process, stick around. We're about to dive into the world of Contributory Parent Visas, exploring its different types, their costs, and so much more. Now that we know what a Contributory Parent Visa is, let's delve deeper into its different types and costs. Please like and subscribe to our channel for the latest content on migration and international education-related information on Australian migration. The Contributory Parent Visa isn't a one-size-fits-all kind of deal. It comes in different types, each with its own set of costs. Firstly, let's talk about the Temporary Contributory Parent Visa. This visa allows parents of an Australian citizen, permanent resident, or eligible New Zealand citizen to live in Australia for up to 2 years. The cost for this visa starts at around 43,000 Australian dollars. It's a significant amount, yes, but it's a cost that buys precious time with loved ones in the land down under. Next, we have the Permanent Contributory Parent Visa. This visa is the golden ticket for parents who wish to live in Australia permanently. The cost for this visa starts at about 47,000 Australian dollars. It's a heftier price tag compared to the temporary visa, but it's a long-term investment that ensures a lifetime of family gatherings and barbecues on sunny Australian afternoons. Now, it's important to note that these costs are not all-inclusive. There are additional costs for things like health checks, police certificates, and biometrics. So when budgeting for a Contributory Parent Visa, make sure to factor in these additional expenses. Wait, there's more. There's also the Contributory Parent Migrant Visa and the Contributory Parent Temporary Visa. These visas are designed for parents who are willing to pay higher visa charges for faster processing times. The cost for these visas can reach up to 50,000 Australian dollars. Yes, it's quite a hefty sum, but in exchange, you get a shorter wait time. So as you can see, there's a Contributory Parent Visa to suit different needs and budgets. Whether it's a temporary stay or a permanent move, there's a visa that can make your family's Australian dreams come true. So those are the types and costs of Contributory Parent Visas. But what benefits do these visas provide to your parents? Please like and subscribe to our channel for the latest content on migration and international education-related information on Australian migration. A Contributory Parent Visa offers more than just a ticket to Australia. It provides your parents with a range of benefits. This visa type is more than just a piece of paper. It's a gateway to a new life, full of opportunities. For starters, it provides access to Australia's world-class healthcare system, which is a big plus, especially for the elderly. But that's not all. The visa also grants the ability to work and study in Australia. This means your parents can contribute their skills and knowledge to the Australian economy, or even pursue further education if they wish. And perhaps the most attractive benefit is the potential for permanent residency. Yes, you heard right. With the Contributory Parent Visa, your parents have the opportunity to call Australia home for good. With these benefits, it's clear that the Contributory Parent Visa can open doors for your parents. But what are the requirements for you, the sponsor? As the sponsor, you also have a role to play in the Contributory Parent Visa process. There are certain requirements you need to meet. Navigating immigration policies can be complex, but understanding your responsibilities as a sponsor for the Contributory Parent Visa can make the journey smoother. So, what are these requirements, you ask? Well, they fall into three main categories: financial capacity, accommodation provision, and the establishment of a genuine relationship with the visa applicant. Firstly, let's talk about financial capacity. As a sponsor, you're expected to have the financial means to support your parent during their stay in Australia. This includes covering living expenses, healthcare, and any unforeseen costs that may arise. Remember, this is a long-term commitment, so careful financial planning is key. Next up, accommodation provision. In simpler terms, you need to ensure your parent has a suitable place to live in Australia. This could be your own home, a rental property, or even a retirement village. The important thing is that it's safe, secure, and comfortable. Lastly, and perhaps most importantly, there needs to be a genuine relationship between you and the visa applicant. This means you must be related by blood, marriage, or adoption, and you must also have a sincere interest in the welfare of your parent. The Department of Home Affairs may ask for evidence to verify this relationship, so be prepared to provide documentation if necessary. While it may seem daunting, meeting these requirements is an essential part of sponsoring your parent for a Contributory Parent Visa. It's about demonstrating your readiness and commitment to support your parent's journey to becoming a part of the Australian community. Meeting these sponsor requirements is crucial, but there's another aspect to consider: the assurance of support. Please like and subscribe to our channel for the latest content on migration and international education-related information on Australian migration. The assurance of support is a key part of the Contributory Parent Visa process. But what does it entail? Well, let's dive into it. Assurance of support, or AOS, is essentially a legal commitment made by a person, known as an assurer, to provide financial support to the visa applicant. The purpose? To ensure that the visa holder will not rely on government assistance for their living costs in Australia. This commitment is not taken lightly. The assurer is legally bound to repay any recoverable Social Security payments made by the Australian government to the visa holder. It's a safety net for the Australian community, and a demonstration of the assurer's confidence in the applicant's ability to contribute positively to their new home. So, the assurance of support plays a critical role in the visa application process, acting as a financial guarantee for the Australian government. The assurance of support is a vital component of the visa process. But how long does this process usually take? Please like and subscribe to our channel for the latest content on migration and international education-related information on Australian migration. The Contributory Parent Visa isn't something you can get overnight. It has a specific processing time and wait time. Let's delve into the current processing times for the Contributory Parent Visa. In general, the processing time can range from 2 years to more than 3 years. Now that might seem like a long time, but remember, migration isn't a sprint, it's more of a marathon. These time frames are not set in stone, and they can be influenced by a variety of factors. Firstly, the volume of applications received by the Department of Immigration plays a significant role. If there is an influx of applications, the processing period may be extended. Secondly, the complexity of your application can also affect the processing time. If there are missing documents, or if the information provided needs more verification, it could prolong the process. Additionally, the time it takes for the department to receive information from external agencies, such as health, character, and national security checks, can also influence the processing time. And finally, the time it takes for you to respond to any requests for additional information can add to the processing period. Now let's talk about the wait time. The wait time refers to the period from when you lodge your application until the Department of Immigration begins processing it. This wait time is typically around 4 years. Yes, that's quite a long time, but it's a necessary step in the process. So in total, you're looking at a timeline that could potentially stretch over 7 years. It's a long journey, but for many, the opportunity to have their parents join them in Australia makes it all worth it. Understanding the time involved in the Contributory Parent Visa process can help you plan better. And that concludes our discussion on this important aspect of Australian migration. Please like and subscribe to our channel for the latest content on migration and international education-related information on Australian migration.